I'm a virgin. It's my first time up here. You know what? You're a great audience. A fantastic, beautiful audience. I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, no. Now, so that you don't feel like a bunch of jerk-offs clapping for yourselves, I want this side of the room to clap for this side of the room. Now pay it back. Give a hoot and a holler, a cheer for this side of the room. Right. Now I want one of the hot girls from over there to give a titty face wash to the guy next to you. And the pretty girl over there, give a blowjob to the guy next to you. Cheap jokes. I got some cheap jokes because I'm cheap. You know why I'm cheap? Because it's a stereotype. I'm stereotypically cheap. You know why I'm cheap? Because I am? Jewish. Ah, thank you. That's one. Half. I'm half Jewish. But on my dad's side, so I'm Jew-ish. I put the semi and semi. No, I'm cheap because I'm... Ginger. No, I got a big dick because I'm ginger. No, I'm cheap. I'm cheap because I'm... What are the stereotypes? I know you know the stereotypes. That's right, I'm cheap because I look Scottish, I'm half Dutch, I'm half Jewish, and I'm half Mennonite, so I got some cheap jokes. That's right, I'm dead broke, that's why my jokes are cheap. Some of them are even stolen. So you know what the cheapest meat? The cheapest meat? It's not squirrel, you gotta work for that. The cheapest meat is the human placenta. Yeah, but animals eat that. Like after an animal has their baby, they go and they eat the placenta. So I'm a dad. And a year ago, my wife and I were planning our baby. And we're like, we gotta plan everything. What are we gonna do? We're gonna paint the room. No, we didn't bother to do that. Plan everything up to what are we gonna do with the placenta? So, well, that's quiet. So you can say you're gonna eat it, but then when you say you're gonna do it, it's like you say you're gonna eat your cum off a girl's tits. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm totally gonna do that. And then when it actually happens, and it's this goopy mess in front of you, you're like, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna bury it in the yard. I'm sorry, am I interrupting you? You know, if you guys want to have a conversation, that's totally cool. He doesn't know what a placenta is? Are you drawing him a picture? Because it's not a pretty picture. No, so what we ended up doing was we put half of it under an apple tree so that we could end up eating it like through the apples instead of like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna suck it on the barbecue for 4 hours and make pulled placenta poutine. No, so we put half of it under the apple tree and the other half she encapsulated. So she had it dried out and put into little pills to save for menopause so she could be less of a bitch then. So every once in a while I'm like, baby, maybe you should take one of your placenta pills. And so I'm in the doghouse. No, but I love having a baby. Having a baby is great, and he and I have a very special psychic bond. Right? There's one time he's sleeping, and I'm just sitting there watching him, and it's like, oh, it's a tender daddy moment. I just love my little son. My mind is wandering. I'm thinking about whatever I'm thinking about, and I get to a point where I'm thinking something, and I think something funny happened. I can think of something funny, and there's like a punchline that goes off in my brain. And right when my brain has the punchline, he goes, sleeping, he goes, so like my sleeping baby is laughing at the joke that I'm thinking of. It's great. There was another time that there was a totally weird psychic connection that we had. He was in his crib, he's asleep, and I'm totally in another room, all by myself, and I'm, as all married men with children, just, you know, I'm taking care of myself. It's not weird. I'm not like tying myself up and choking myself hard. But I'm just, you know, like, just taking care of myself. And then right right at that moment, when it all comes to its boring conclusion where I bust my nut, he starts to cry. And I know he's just crying for the brothers and sisters. He's never gonna... I guess he's Catholic. No, I hope he doesn't grow up to be Catholic. He could be anything. He could grow up to be gay, and he would still know that he's loved and safe. He could grow up to be a woman, and that would be really weird, but that happens, and it's not something that that there's a lot of control over. It happens, but for fuck's sake, don't be fucking Catholic. You know, if you really want to be molested, I can make you a Boy Scout. You need to go camping. No, I don't think we're gonna have a whole lot more children. I don't really want to have more kids. My wife wants to have more kids, so I'm thinking I should probably get a vasectomy. But I know that if I go in secret and have the procedure done by like a doctor, she's gonna find out eventually. It'll be a big betrayal. It'll be really ugly. It'll be like, bitch, take one of your pills. And so I gotta make it look like an accident. So if anybody wants to give me an extremely aggressive blowjob, I'll be at the bar.